Good morning, students. So today the next part of the chapter. Before we begin next part of the chapter, I want you to keep your book in your hand so that as I proceed with the chapters in this video, you should keep eye on each and every sentences so that you understand easily. Just watching the video won't help. So I hope you have your book in your hand. If you don't have your book in your hand, then pause the video, bring your book and then start. Okay, so let's begin. So today we'll start with adverb. Adverbs are words which add something to the meaning of a verb, an adjective or another adverb. They tell us how a thing is done, when it is done and where it is done. If you see example, right, he writes carefully. So carefully is an adverb. Then you drive very fast. So very will be a adverb, because you drive fast is also a sentence, but if we add very, then it will add one meaning to fast. In the same way, he writes carefully, the adverb carefully adds a meaning to the verb write. Then if we see kinds of adverb, we will have adverbs of manner. So there are 6 types of adverbs. So first begin with adverbs of manner. They tell us the way or the manner in which an action is done. They answer the question how. He spends his money foolishly. So if we ask a question, how does he spend his money? Answer will be he spends his money foolishly. So foolishly is an adverb and it's an adverb of manner. Second example, you can say the soldier fought bravely. How did the soldier fought? They fought bravely. Last example, the baby cried loudly. So how did the baby cry? The baby cried loudly. Loudly is an adverb. So most of the adverbs of manners are formed by adding ly. Sometimes their spelling changes, like quick, quickly, loud, loudly, clear, clearly. These are all adverbs of manner. Then adverbs of time. They tell us when or at what time the action takes place. They answer the question when. Like she came yesterday. When she came yesterday. We should do it now. When we should do it, we should do it now. The chief guest arrived late. When did the chief guest arrive? The chief guest arrived late. So these are all adverb of time. Then adverbs of place. They tell us where the action takes place. They answer the question where. Don't stand there. So where we should not stand there. There is an adverb. You can sit here. Where we can sit here. So these are all adverbs. More adverbs of place, like up, everywhere, in, inside, down, downstairs, above, below, somewhere. These are all adverb of place. Next, adverb of frequency. They tell us how often action takes place. They answer the question how often. He never tells a lie. So how often does he lie? That will be the question. So he never tells a lie. We rarely see him working. How often do we see him working? We rarely see him working. So when you ask this question and you get such type of answer, then you can say these are all adverbs. More adverbs of frequency, like always, again, daily, once, generally, usually, ever, normally. These are all adverb of frequency. Then adverbs of degree. They tell us how much or to what extent an action is done. They answer the question like how much. The water is too hot. So that will be this too will be an adverb. How much the water is hot? The answer will be the water is too hot. The tree is very tall. How much the tree is height? What is the height of the tree? How much height? So that will be the tree is very tall. These are all adverb of degree. More examples are really, rather, almost, nearly, or completely, partly. These are all adverb of degree. Then interrogative adverbs. These are used to ask questions. The word when, where, how, why are all interrogative adverbs. Like when did you come? Where are you going? How did you win the match? These are all interrogative adverb. Then adjective. An adjective is a word that describes or adds something to the meaning of a noun. For example, blue sky. Then easy questions. So adjective, they can be used before or after a noun. Mr. Kapoor is a rich man. So you see that rich is an adjective. Then Sumit is a honest boy. Honest is an adjective. The water of this river is dirty. This and dirty, they are both adjective. Kinds of adjective. So first adjective is adjective of quality. Adjective of quality shows the quality or kind of person or thing we are talking about. So just look at the example, you will understand about adjective. The lion is strong animal. We can say the lion is an animal, but what kind of animal the lion is? It's a strong animal. She is a good girl. How is she? She is good. So good will be an adjective. This is an easy question. So easy will be an adjective. So quality, those words which express the quality, they are known as the adjective. Adjective of quality. Then adjective of quantity. An adjective of quantity is used to indicate quantity of things. It answers the questions how much. There is much sugar in the tea. Please give me some rice. He needs to do enough hard work. These are all adjective of quantity. Much, some, enough, little, great, more. This will all be adjective. Then adjective of number. Adjective of number, numeral adjective, both are same. Numeral adjective indicates the number of person or things or the order in which they stand. The 6 friends have gone to watch the football match. 6 will be adjective of number. Many students had gathered in the assembly hall, so many will be one adjective. We were the first to arrive at the center of the examinations. First will be an adjective. Then distributive of adjective. Distributive adjective refer to each one of a number. Each student has put on lab coat. Every girl was awarded in the function. Either book will do, neither man can do. These are all distributive adjective. Then demonstrative adjective. Demonstrative adjective demonstrate or point out which person or thing was used. So the answer to the question will be like which one, the word this, that. Okay. Then those, these are all demonstrative adjective. This dress is very expensive. That lady is an air hostess. So these all are, those bold letters, words are all demonstrative adjective. Again here you will get interrogative adjective. Interrogative adjective are used with nouns to ask question like what, which, whose. These are all interrogative adjective. What information are you trying to get? Which pen do you want to buy? Whose bicycle is lost? These are all interrogative adjective. Here one note is given. We use what in a general sense and which in a specific sense. So you should know this difference. Then possessive adjective. Sorry. Okay, here it's in passive. So passive adjective indicates that a particular thing or person belong to somebody or something. In other words, possessive adjective are used to show possession. For example, we must respect our elders. You should mind your language. His brother is an artist. The boys are washing their clothes. These all bold letters are possessive adjective. Possessive adjective are always used before noun. So you can only use before nouns like elder, language, then brother, clothes. These are all noun. Before noun you can use this possessive adjective. Degree of comparison. So there are 3 degrees of comparison when adjectives are used to compare the quality or quantity of 2 or more person or things. They are called degree of comparison. So there are three degree of comparison. First is positive degree. Positive degree, when adjective describe a single person or thing, they are said to be positive degree. Positive degree of adjective make no comparison. They do not make any comparison. Sometimes they compare 2 person or thing at the same level. If they are at same level, or if there is no comparison between if there is no second person or third person, then you can use positive degree. Rohan is very tall. Tulip is beautiful flower. Mr. Manoj is a rich man. These are all positive degree. Mr. Manoj is rich man. He is not compared to anyone, but just in a general way he is described. Rohan is as tall as Vikas. So if both even though both are compared, but both of them are same, so here tall is used. But in comparative degree, you will see that when adjective makes unequal comparison between quality or quantity of two person or things, they are said to be comparative degree. Like reading is easier than writing, Mohit is taller than Rohan. When comparison is done, only then comparative degree is used. And you can see like tall, taller, so er is added here. Shimla is colder than Mumbai, the weather is better than it was yesterday, the elephant is bigger than the lion. So to compare two things or two person, we can use comparative degree. In superlative degree, when adjectives are compared with more than two person or thing, they are said to be superlative. Like Kapil is the shortest boy in the class. India is the largest democracy. Out of all the country, India is the largest. So here we have added est with large. Burj Khalifa is the tallest building in the world. So tall, taller, tallest. Tallest. That est is added with tall. So to show superlative degree. Now we will start preposition. Preposition is a word used to show the relationship of noun or pronoun with another word in a sentence. So for example, the book is on the table. So on is a preposition. If we have to show the relationship between the book and the table, then we have to use a preposition that is on. Next, my father is in the office. So to show some relationship between that father and office, we can use in word that is a preposition. So prepositions of different like place and prepositions of place and direction. So under that we will see prepositions of time and date, preposition of travel and movement. So first, preposition of time and date. Like here is a list of preposition of time and date frequently used. So with time and date, if we use, we can use like at, on, in, by, from, to, till. So I will take the class at 10:30. I'll start the class by 10:30, or I'll do the class for half an hour. I'll do the class before 11 o'clock. I'll do the class after 9 o'clock. I'll do the class till 11:15. These are the prepositions which are used only with time and date. Then preposition of travel and movement. From, to, by, on, in, into, onto, at, out, out of. These are all used with travel. So like I will travel from my home till school, or I'll travel from Mumbai to Delhi. I'll travel on a train. I'll travel in metro. These are all prepositions which are used with travel and movement. Preposition with special uses. So many prepositions are used in other way, like of, I need a piece of paper, would you like a glass of water. This though of, you can see it is used like with preposition of travel and movement also you can use, but with special uses like here, I need a piece of paper. So it is not related to travel, but still it is used. Like again, for, I will do the class for half an hour, but here I bought this dress for you. So here for is used in a different way. In the same way, by, the puzzle was solved by him. What is the time? By your watch. So even though by is used with time and date or travel and movement, but in some special cases like here we can use it. In the same way, with, in, on and at, from, to. You can see all these examples are given. So how they are used, where they are used, you can see. So here I'll end the chapter, not chapter, this portion. Again in next class you will see conjunction and all. We'll start in the next class. And thank you for all the wishes that you wished on Teachers Day. It was really wonderful. Though I could not reply each and every of the student, but I went through all your messages and videos. It was really wonderful. So thank you for that. And yeah, if you have any doubt here, you can ask me.